things just got even more complicated with Dying Light 2. So as most of you probably know, the other day we did find out we were going to get console gameplay at the event. After it finally got confirmed by Techland, everybody was expecting the real deal yesterday. We ended up getting about a 50-second clip at the event of console gameplay, and I'm going to show some people's responses here to what we actually saw yesterday. A lot of people are basically saying the console gameplay looks really good, and I agree here. I think on last gen, graphics wise, it looks a lot better than what we were expecting. But the main problem is there's people out here saying optimization is great, everything looks good, and everything is good to go. That could not be further from the truth. In total time, we got about 25 seconds of last gen gameplay, and it's not like this was raw gameplay. This was heavily cut every 2 seconds. It was a different scene, so there is not much you can really judge off of that. There were a couple of infected that got killed in the gameplay, and there was one that got drop kicked. Besides that, it was mainly just looking into the distance, running around, and some basic parkour. And like I said before, I want to put a huge emphasis on the fact that there was like a cut every 2 to 3 seconds. There was actually a pop-up in the gameplay, and keep in mind, this is probably going to be the best gameplay we ever see of last gen. It's just something to mention when all the clips are being cherry-picked, and the clips are only about 3 seconds long, so I'm definitely going to mention if there's a pop-up in one of those clips. We do know that we are going to get more gameplay this month. I'm not going to lie to you, I'm pretty upset that we're getting stringed along here. This is a little bit weird, and we have someone like Timon Smectala, the game designer, coming out and saying we have nothing to hide for Dying Light 2 on last gen. We weren't actually able to see any PS4 Pro gameplay last year when the creators went to play the game, and there actually was a PS4 Pro there they were playing on. So him saying there's nothing to hide on last gen is just not really what we've seen so far. The reasoning, I guess, is that they're trying to get it optimized as much as possible before they show gameplay, which I think is a little bit over-exaggerated. Is a weak difference really going to make that big of a difference on like some possible game-breaking bugs? Because that's what I'm worried about. I'm worried about characters popping in and out of the scene like the game's radar guy said. I mean, just give us at least 5 minutes of uncut gameplay. That's all I want. Just 5 minutes of uncut gameplay on Central Loop. I'm hoping for more than 5 minutes actually, but I don't think it's going to be uncut, so there is that. Also, they did mention they are going to show off base Xbox One footage at this later gameplay. And the interesting thing is, someone told me that pre-orders on Xbox lock up about 10 days before the game comes out, which I was not aware of. I've never pre-ordered anything on console really. I play on PC mostly nowadays, so Steam is pretty good about refunding, but that's going to be a whole nother issue on how quick they actually are to come out with this gameplay. Thank you guys for watching the video. Like if you enjoyed, and subscribe for more in the future. I'll see you in the next one.